So if you guys are anything like me, then going into Big Lots and Hobby Lobby is just terrible because you see everything that's so shiny and you just want to buy it all, and then you get in your car and you get up to the cash register and it's like it's $100 for like 4 things. So my biggest thing is I love wind chimes. I have this giant collection. I have suns, moons, everything, but they're really expensive. So I was sitting down the other day and I was like, ooh, how can I make a wind chime, for cheap? And it just, me and my mom were on Pinterest and we were looking. We found wind chimes out of mason jars. So I thought I'd give it a go. So for the supplies, you would need any size mason jar, the ring and the middle part that would fit, fishing wire, and then this kind of string. I call it fine because I know fine's a season, but this is just what I call it. So I already pre-beaded everything and pre-tied it just because that's such a longer process, and for it to fit into my demonstration, it just would not fit. However, the main thing I wanted to demonstrate was how to tie the mason jar in, because that is a little difficult. So you'll start at any point, but just make sure that when you do end up tying everything together and go to put this on, that the string is on each side. So it can't all be pulled on one side because the jar will go straight through and will not, it will break. I will have to say this is probably the hardest thing of the whole process. And that's just because when you go to actually put it all together, the jar, if you don't tie it at the base correctly, like I said, will fall through. And it almost gets to the point where you need 2 people to do it. But as long as you can keep it steady, you should be fine to do it by yourself. So once you get it all tied, you need to make sure that it's like this. There's one at each side, because when you go to screw it on, it's gonna like move around. Oh, I did it wrong too. This is my demonstration. I already did wrong. So this is actually where you go to put your beads in now. And then you put it all together. And when you tie it, it's gonna move these. So you just need to try to move them the best that you can back to their spots. And then you're gonna rest this once you pull everything through. You're gonna rest this down and you're gonna pull these up. Tie it into a knot as close to the mason jar as you can get. And then I like to just leave this and create like a hook, but a lot of people will actually go and tie a hook on. I just feel like a hook, if you're putting this inside, a rope would be better for your house, because with the hook then you have to be careful where you put it. And that's how you make it. You can cut off excess, and then like this, but after that you've got your mason jar. So like I would generally cut all this off because this is just excess materials, but that's how you do it. It's really simple.